So evidently, Texas troops have been spying on migrants for a while. The House Intelligence Committee has called for a federal investigation after Operation Lone Star officials have been allegedly spying on migrants using WhatsApp and mishandling documents, and it's all kinds of shady. This was apparently an 18-month investigation done by Military Times and Texas Tribune, and it shows that the Texas National Guard soldiers were spying on migrants in their Operation Lone Star program, which if you don't know what that is, let me tell you about it. Operation Lone Star was Greg Abbott's attempt to deter migrants from crossing over to the Texas border. He put floating buoys in the Rio Grande River with saws in the middle of them and razor wire along the shoreline, giving orders to basically drown undocumented immigrants trying to find a better life, much of which has been called into question as to whether or not this is constitutionally sound, and if he has any power to do this. I'll get back to the movies in a minute. But a Texas National Guard member shot across the Rio Grande River and hurt a Mexican citizen, which is like basically an act of war. These supervillains cannot get their shit together, because it turns out this Operation Lone Star program that's cost taxpayers $10 billion, it was just started in 2021, half of that shit is in Mexico's territory. 80% of those floating buoys were on the Mexico side of things. A federal judge gave Greg Abbott 10 days to remove the buoys. And Greg Abbott was like, I just drifted downriver. Yeah, all 80% of them. The same judge is going to rule on the federal injunction by the Department of Justice as to whether or not these buoys can even be there in the first place. We should be hearing about that probably tomorrow. But did you think I was done with Greg Abbott's fuckery? Because I'm not. A Texas judge just declared his new law unconstitutional. It was called the Death Star Law. Come on. And just one of the things the law would do, it would eliminate ordinances that required construction workers to have water breaks. It's taking water away from working people. Really? So the next time someone tells you that the Republicans are the party of limited government, how? Why? When? No further questions.